Hi again, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Matthew Kimeso. If you are new to this channel, please subscribe, share and like my content. In my last video, I discussed about AC, distance across corners, as it has been used in polygons. And we dealt with AC when you are constructing an hexagon. In today's video, I will be answering the question, that is construct a regular hexagon, that is an hexagon, in two formats, given AF as 50. So AF is any distance across flat. So distance across flat. In this case, we shall deal with the hexagon. Let me sketch an hexagon. Then I explain what AF really means. What does it really mean? So I will explain this using this simple illustration. Now I have my distance, so it's a distance from a half a side. So it's a distance from a half a side of an hexagon to another a half a side of the same hexagon. Now if we have this side and this side, so if I take a half of this and then I take half of this, then I draw a line, and then a half of this, then I draw a line, then a half of this, I draw a line. Now you realize it will pass through the center, and that is what we call AF. So we have AF, 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 distance across flat, but now passing through the centers. So this is what we will do. Now in this format, we realize that we will have certain key points to take. We have that if we draw the line, if I draw a line vertically, and then I measure the angle from this side, I measure the angle from this side. So if I have this angle as 30, then we have this angle as 90. So you realize that we will have here 30, then from this side here, from this angle, the angle is 60. Now, this one will be partitioned, so we shall partition that, then we have our corners. Now, this is very simple. We shall start by drawing a line. Now, remember, we will do it in two formats. I will start by marking a line. So, let me mark a line. So, maybe you can start with format number 1. That is when we are starting by making a vertical line. So, you measure your 60. So, you measure your 50. That is 50. So, you can call this line A, B, A, B, A, B. Now, in this one, we shall have, we'll produce angles 90 on this side, produce angle 90. So we shall make two lines to meet at perpendicular. So we shall have two lines meeting at perpendicular. So I'll mark this to meet at perpendicular. I'll mark this to meet at perpendicular. You can construct the angle, or you just measure and then produce a construction line here. So you can produce something small, construction line, and then you make your drawing. Now let me have my center. So I will mark the center, because that is where I will measure my angles. So this is AF. We are doing AF. So ensure that you have a center. Ensure that you have a center. And you produce a line. So we produce this line here. Now on this side, you can either measure or you construct. So you either measure or you construct. So we know that if we require this line here, we will have if we require the hexagon in this format. Now this is when you have a vertical line, you will have to produce a line, an angle here. So we'll produce an angle here equal to 30. So if I produce here 30 degrees, so I will produce 30 degrees here. So I'll produce 30 degrees here. So we have now 30 from this top end. So we have this top, then 30. So we have 30. So we have 30 there. Then on this side again, I will have 30. So I will have 30 on this side again. So if I draw these lines, if I draw this line to touch this side, I will have acquired some corners. So I know that, remember, this is now one side and this is one side. So we have two sides now. We have one side, then we have the second side. You realize now our AF, because this is our AF 50, I've measured 50. So you realize it is a half a side to another half a side, but passing through the center. So in this case, I'll just pick this because I'm remaining with only 4 sides. So I'll have to acquire a line here. That is another side. Then join this. Then I have this. So because we know a regular hexagon has equal sides, I will pick one side on this, and then I will mark and cut this line. So I will obtain an arc here and then an arc here. Now, but where are you standing? You will have your pair of compass here, then you mark on this line. And then on this side, or vice versa, here you mark it there, then here you mark there. So I will pick this here. So I will have this here. Then I'll just mark because it is equal, and then come here. Now I have obtained the other corner, so I have this corner and this corner. So I will join. So I will join. Then you have this. Then you have this. Then I will have this one here. Then I will have this one here. Now in this case, I have used the dark pen to acquire my drawing fast, but now I require the answer only. That is the hexagon. So I'll just make this now clear so that it can show us the answer or the solution. So this is by giving clear outlines. So you give clear outlines, then you have your solution. So we shall have this as that. Now realize this is format number 1. So I'm done with format number 1. Remember what we are dealing on this drawing is about the angles. We are checking which angle is going to which corner. Now remember that we are also dealing with AF. So the main thing is AF. Distance from a half a side. So we have this side, a half of this side, it is here. So we have the center of this line. So a half, and it's the center. So center of this, the center of the other, a half. So this is a half of this. So this is a half of the full. So we have the center of this. So we'll have AF. So that is distance across flat. So if you come to this, it is also this one, and then we have this. So we have 3. So this is format number 1. The angles in this, you will start with angle that. So you will start with angle that. So let us move on to format number. So this one is, I will give this as format 1. So that is format number 1. So I will move to format number 2. And this one is now you will start by drawing an horizontal line. In this format number 1, we started drawing it by having a vertical line. So this one we shall have an horizontal line. So I will mark an horizontal line here, and then I will mark this one. Then I will measure my measurement. I will measure my measurement. That is AF 50. So I will measure 50. So I have my points. So I will have to acquire the center. So let me have the center. Let me have this center. So I will acquire the center. The same as format 1, but this one is horizontally. So just mark here, and then I'll have that, and then have this. So I am producing a perpendicular. So this one will meet perpendicularly. So This is a vertical line, so I'll just produce this. Now we again produce from this A, B, will produce also perpendiculars. You can either bisect, you can just make an arc to produce perpendicular line, or you just measure. So you can measure, or you can construct the angle or the perpendicular lines. So let me just have this as that. Then I'll produce this coming down, then produce this coming down. So in that case, I've gotten that. Now in this case, we shall have now angle 30 coming this way. So we'll have angle 30 up from this center. So I'll have angle 30 going anti-clockwise. So anti-clockwise. So I'll have angle 30 anti-clockwise. So I'll have angle 30 anti-clockwise. So I'll have angle 30 anti-clockwise. So this is 0. So then we have 30 here. And then on this side again, I will have angle 30 clockwise. So I will have angle 30 clockwise. So let me have angle 30 clockwise. So it is here. So if I join those, if I join these ones, so I have this angle here, pass it through the center. So pass it through the center to touch this line. So that one will give you a corner. Then let me now find my sides. So I'll acquire 2 sides. So that is 2 sides. Now if I have 2 sides, I'll just have 1 side, then mark the remaining. So I will have this here, and then I will mark it here, because I know it's equal. I'll just have the same measurement and mark. So I have acquired my corners. Now let me give my solution. That is by using a clear outline. So I will start by this, having this, there, then have this, then have this here, then have this here, and then have this here. So we have our hexagon in 2 formats. So we have, now you realize now this is the same as this, but now different formats. So we have this format this way. So this one has been rotated. So the measurement of AF is 50. Now realize that this is now horizontally. We started by having a horizontal line, then we make so that it can give us a different format. So this line is being rotated. So if I rotate this, that is like 180 degrees. So if I rotate this way, it will give me this. If I rotate this way, it will give me this. And that is AF. That is AF. That is AF. And I think from there we have ended our lesson for today. We shall have more content coming up. So please subscribe and share this content. See you.